Hi everyone, welcome to SIC Forex Trading. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let's dive right into it. As always, nothing in this video is financial advice, it's all for informational purposes only. Today we are going to focus on Ichimoku trading robots. And as you will see from MQL, there's a few choices available. Now, what I usually do when there's a couple of different choices available, I look at the quantity of ratings and the amount of stars that the bot has. And from that, we found that the Cap Ichimoku EA is the one that I'm going to focus on today. Now, we've previously featured another bot from Meet Algo, so that makes it a little bit easier when it comes to the settings. The great thing about the Ichimoku EA is that it is very easy to use and highly customizable. It does come with a multitude of different settings, so we will take a closer look at all of these when we dive into it on our MetaTrader application. So when it comes to trading the Ichimoku, the EA is based on 5 different entry and exit strategies, all based on the Ichimoku Kinku Hayu indicator. Now, this technical indicator can be used in a multitude of different ways, and the author has already provided us with 5 different strategies, and we'll take a closer look at these on our trading view. So what we're going to do next is go to Trading View and add the Ichimoku Cloud indicator to a chart so that I can explain the different entry criteria and which strategy we will focus on for today. So this is the Ichimoku Cloud indicator, and it has 5 different lines and a background cloud that is filled. For the purpose of this, let's start by focusing on the 5 different aspects that build the Ichimoku indicator. Firstly, we have our conversion and baseline, where the conversion is the fast moving line, which is colored in blue, and the red line, which is our baseline, which is colored in red. Now, the first strategy is when the Tikan-san and the Kijun-san cross each other. So if the Tikan-san or the fast line crosses the slow line, or the conversion line crosses the baseline, we have a sell, and the opposite is true for a buy. Another strategy is based on just using the baseline and price as entries. Next, we have our leading and lagging spans, so these form the cloud, and the strategy is based on if it breaks the cloud, then it will take a sell, and the opposite is true for a buy. Another strategy featured for the robot is the Kumo cloud twist. Now, the Kumo cloud is used as a predictive indicator, and many traders believe this to be a leading indicator. What all this means is that the indicator gives us a multitude of different options that we can use and trade along. The strategy that we'll focus today is using the Tikan-san and the Kijun-san when they cross. Now, this is a 9 and a 26 and a 52 period Ichimoku. However, you can customize this according to your own strategy. So like I said, we're going to focus on the Ichimoku EA, and I'm going to be using the Euro USD and the hourly time frame. However, the expert advisor can be used on any instrument and time frame that you'd like to trade. Next, let's take a look at the highly customizable settings for the Ichimoku EA. So like I said before, it does have 5 different strategies for entry, and it also has 5 strategies plus disable for exit. You can also further customize your Ichimoku according to the time frame and the length that you want to select. Next, we have our initial trade selection. Under this, I am going to use a fixed lot. However, you can use lots based on balance. On default, it is set to 100 times lot balance, meaning it will start at a 0.10 lot. So I do recommend increasing your X time balance. It also can give you the option of adjusting according to a filter that you would like to use, including a trending market filter and a sideways market filter option. It also gives you the option to close your trade when an opposite signal appears in the market. You will see that it has a customizable time of the day and day of the week option. And what is very cool for FreeBot, it also has a built-in news filter option. Also, it has the option of disabling the grid or using the grid as it is set up on default. Lastly, under our take profit and stop loss, you see it has a default stop loss and take profit. So I'd like to test it over the period so we can have a better idea of how the bot would operate in the live market. So it does use a very aggressive lot multiplier of 1.5. And what this means is when the bot is going into drawdown, after 20 pips, it places another order in the same direction. So this will lead to large periods of drawdown, or what you will see from the chart is these large spikes of the equity curve below the balance curve. However, using the simple strategy of the Tikan-san and the Kijun-san crossing has been proving so far to be quite profitable. Because of the high lot multiplier, you will see that there is large lots being used. So if you are going to use the lots time balance, please be careful. Overall, I am impressed by the amount of customizability that the expert advisor offers, and all of this effort was done by the programmer, and we can use it for free. This can also help your manual trading by eliminating the Ichimoku strategies, which could potentially not work in the long run. What we are going to do moving forward is do further optimization to see if we can now improve the result and of course reduce the drawdown. Total net profit is $235. However, the drawdown is 356. The first thing that I would like to customize or optimize is take a look at the grid itself. Now, on default, the grid is set to 200 points between orders, meaning if the trade is going against you after 200 points or 20 pips, it is going to open another order. Now, the way that we are going to do this, we are going to select the fast genetic optimization and select the grid gap types. So on default, it is currently set to 200 for a regular fixed distance, and it also has a custom fixed distance, which you can then customize according to your own requirements. By doing these additional optimizations, you can often eliminate the settings that are necessary to change and only learn to focus on the main ones. The first thing that I always like to do is start by optimizing the specific strategy for the bot and then move to the grid and take profit options. By doing this systematically, you are able to eliminate options that could potentially cause adverse effects. For this example, because it is using a fixed stop loss of 1,000 points that is averaging for the grid, if the spacing between the grid becomes too large, it is unable to recover. Alternatively, you also have a few different lot type options, with the default being multiple. It also gives you the opportunity of customizing your own lot selection, which does make it very adjustable. The last one that I want to focus on is only trading during active times for this specific pair. Because the Kijun Tikan cross is a trend following strategy, I would like to focus on trading during 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock according to the GMT+2 time, or manually set, whichever you prefer. So let's take a look at a visual result of what will happen on the graph if we limit the trading times to only those hours selected. Again, when the trade goes against you, it will open another order, and it will be of a bigger lot size by using the multiple setting. But what we can see is that it is limiting the amount of trades that are being placed and only focusing on high quality trades during times when the market is trending and moving because of the additional liquidity that is provided when the cross between the euro and the US sessions. or in other words, the London and the New York crossover. By doing this, we are able to eliminate a lot of false signals and only have 3 periods of drawdown during the testing period. Now, these large periods of drawdown can be very risky, so make sure to adjust the lot sizing according to your own specific balance. This is currently on a $1,000 balance using a 0.01 lot. It gave us a total net profit of $140.66, and we were able to limit the drawdown to $186. You'll see the different days of the week when it closed the grid options. However, new initial trades were limited during Fridays, meaning it won't open a new grid on Fridays. Now, after doing these kind of optimizations, you can further optimize a bot to work on different time frames. So what I've done is taken these same settings and we are now going to test them because we were able to eliminate false signals on a lower time frame. So guys, remember, when using a lower time frame, there will be a lot more signals in the market, which can be very risky. However, you can adjust according to when and what times of the day it will trade, and the customizability of the bot gives you the potential to turn it into something very profitable. So even using a simple Ichimoku strategy of a cross, and you are able to limit and filter the times, you are able to make these kind of returns. As a recommendation, I would say you have to use the news filter. However, this is not applicable when doing backtesting. So without that in consideration, let's take a look at the final result that we were able to generate after a few small tweaks to the expert advisor. As always, the set file will be available for download, so make sure to check the description of this video and test it for yourself. So we'll end up with an equity of $1,361 or a 36% return for equity drawdown of 18.32%. The profit factor is up to 2.6, and out of a total of 272 trades, it was able to win 200 of them. It is important that you take a look at the margin level, because this will be adversely affected depending on your account balance, meaning because it uses such an aggressive grid with a multiple lot function, it could potentially be a high margin level. In all, because of the customizability of the bot, you're able to test different Ichimoku strategy and find the one that works for the time frame and the instrument that you like to trade. So I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope that you learned something new about the Ichimoku Kinku Hayu. If you want to become a better Forex robot trader, make sure to watch the following playlist. As always, happy trading. Bye.